to make better ad experiences and basically to make the whole ecosystem and the whole deployment landscape a little bit easier to manage. So from an ad standards perspective, especially for the publisher side, as discussed, on the web we have a quite nice variety. We have simple standards like VAST, but we have also more complex standards like VPAID, which enable really nice user interaction with interactive ads, as they are called, basically adding additional overlays and context to ads, which are perfect for websites, but challenging for OTT devices. So when we go into VPAID, for example, that's a standard that started with Flash and now moved over to JavaScript. I mean, that's another interesting part. I mean, you need to go away from Flash nowadays. Flash gets blocked by more and more browsers, and you're losing ad revenues by not switching to HTML5. I mean, that's the most important thing to consider. Everybody who is still on Flash has to move, otherwise, basically, impressions are lost and ad revenues are lost. And that's a big thing for the ad industry in general. As mentioned, progressive MP4s are still a main topic. HLS is still new to the industry, and HLS itself as a streaming format is changing. MPEG-2 transferred stream as a container format is replaced by ISO-based media, and that breaks a lot of ad use cases because MPEG-2 transferred stream has ID free text inside, which I will talk later about, versus ISO-based media has a similar concept, but that's not yet part of the HLS spec. So that's kind of an interesting challenge to face. From a VAST side, we have currently an in-market standard, VAST 3, and we have a newly released standard, I mean, it's already like 1.5 years, nearly 2 years old, which hasn't reached the market yet. So for VAST 3, basically, I mean, it's mainly designed for publishers, but not what we need in the OTT space, unfortunately. As mentioned, typically progressive MP4s and a lot of nice features, but what we actually need for OTT is something that matches the technology base that we see in the field for OTT streaming services. And that includes ready-to-serve quality layers, basically an HLS representation of the ad, and then I can select the quality layers that match my existing encoding ladder. Another part that's really, really important to provide a extremely nice streaming performance and experience are the mezzanine files. So what I can do now is with my ads, I can transcode them in the same bitrate ladder and configuration as my content is served. And that's pretty nice because then you don't have any quality difference between your ad and your main content.